Hey, what is up? This is George. Cortright back from a long hiatus, but we are back, and I am proud to be back. And you see that I am here with not just myself. I am here with somebody. Who are you?
I'm Cortright.
You know that's the way I had to introduce your name, so everybody who may not know who the hell you are, they can be like, oh, that's who it is. It's Joy Cortright. Yes. Oh, that's his beautiful wife. Beautiful wife.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, I haven't done a show since October. Why? Because life happens. Long time since I did a show. Life happens. But I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, trying to get things going. I know I've said that umpteen times before and promised y'all all kinds of things, so I ain't gonna make no promises. I'm just gonna say something as much as I can, and I'm trying to be consistent, but life does happen. And the life that I'm talking about is what we're gonna be bringing to you this episode. Pretty much, we've been traveling.
Yes.
I would say across the world, but it ain't true. We've been a lot and been traveling far, many miles away. Umpteen times. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been consistent. It ain't the main reason. It's because I have a certain time frame in my mind that, I'm going to do this before I do that and this and that and all this stuff. And then it comes time to do it. So I just keep pushing things back and back. And then just like in college, don't listen to this part, Mom. It just takes me to the last minute where I just say, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. And that's what we're doing right now. We're going to say, fuck it. Just going to do it. And one thing I wanted to do was just pretty much catch up on all the shit. The new stuff might get trickled in, but mostly it's going to be about what I did, what we did, why life has kept me away from a mad week. So let's start from the beginning. July 25th, 1980, a king was born. No,
oh my gosh.
I'm just fucking with you. Jeez. I'm so egotistical. No, I am not. I'm just fucking with y'all. People who know me know I fuck around like that. But anyways, since last time I left y'all, without a strong beat to step to, our first thing in October was a cruise.
Yes.
This was a cruise that, where's this cruise out of anyway? We went to the ABC Islands.
Was that Orlando?
Was this
no,
Miami? All right, it was the first time we were in Miami.
Yeah.
And we stayed at
a Roach Motel.
You gotta say it loud before I'm here.
A Roach Motel.
A Roach Motel. It was very.
Where I literally saw a roach.
So yes, there was a roach. I think we slept at full size bed.
No, it was not full. It was more like twin.
It wasn't a twin.
It wasn't a full.
No, it was like full.
It
wasn't a queen. It was definitely not a queen.
No, it
was not. Joey,
it might have been a twin XL.
No, it was twin XL because that's what I had in college. And that's what I have in the rentals or the single ones.
Okay.
So it was like a full. Okay. She's being a little dramatic right now. Oh my God, we slept on a penny. No. It was like a full size bed, but that is not good enough. It was very cheap. It was not the best place. But first time in Miami, it was cool. Well, Miami in general was cool because we were close to that harbor or whatever.
Yeah. And that part was cool.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, I need to watch my Cardinals if it's football season.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't do so goddamn well.
No.
But
we went to and watched at the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock in Miami, on the pier or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Then we walked around the little pier shops and stuff like that. It was a little cool.
Yeah.
Cool place.
Yeah.
I think, did we have some
Gelato.
So we went and grabbed some gelato, just walked around, looked at stuff. We didn't buy stuff or do too much. No. That was like for lunch when the game.
We spent many hours at the Hard Rock.
Many hours at Hard Rock.
Pictures of sangria.
Some sangria. That was some good ass shit.
It was really good.
It was some good ass shit. Got a little all right. And then we met up with our peoples that we came there with, and then we decided instead of taking an Uber, we were gonna walk from our hotel to some
Cuban restaurant.
Authentic. It had to be authentic. We were in Miami. We had to be authentic Cuban spot. And that was a motherfucking trek.
That was through some very sketchy areas.
Some really sketchy areas.
That we did not walk back because by the time we were done, it was going to be pitch black.
And it was dark and...
We weren't familiar with the area and it was sketchy on the way there in light. So we were like, nah. Uber.
But we did have some, authentic Cuban spots. How did you like the food there?
I didn't eat there.
You didn't eat?
No.
I think I got a Cuban. It was all right. I wasn't trying to go too wild. We already spent many hours and many dollars at the Hard Rock and shit, so I wasn't feeling it too much, but it was all right, nothing special. Then we walked across the street because, not only did we jump into Cuban restaurant, this was like a Cuban district in Miami. It was like clubs.
It was a museum, although I don't know what was museum about it, but it was also a bar.
Yes, and they had
a live band playing. And they made mojitos.
Like the Mojito King.
The Mojito King, exactly.
Yes, the Mojito King. And I'm going to be sprinkling in pictures. So I'm going to need your pictures, but I'm going to be sprinkling in pictures here and there. Mm-hmm. So I will let you see what has been going on in our life. So Mojito King was there. It was cool. It was cool, but, this is like the first night. We're going to be on a cruise and all that stuff. Didn't want to say that because we're going to be kicking it all week long. Yep. This was an 8-day cruise too.
Yeah, it was long.
This was
many days at sea.
Yes, it was 4 days at sea. So we got in on Sunday. Got on boat on Sunday.
Right. Yep.
So Sunday night we're at sea. Monday, Tuesday we're at sea, and then 3 days on different islands. Right. Then 2 more days at sea, and then we docked back the following Monday. Yep. So, like I said, the places that we went were the ABC Islands. The first stop was Bonaire.
Yes.
Bonaire. For those of you who don't know where ABC Islands or where they are, is Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao. And this is not too far off the northern coast of South America. Mm-hmm. So that's why it took 2 days, like 2.5 days to get there, because it is that far. But we got to Bonaire was the first stop. And unfortunately, it rained most of the goddamn day that we was there.
Well, it wouldn't have. It just put a little bit of a damper because we rented golf carts to drive down to do something, and there were no doors, and so the rain was just put in sideways the whole day, and you were just soaking wet and freezing cold.
That wasn't freezing cold. It was a little cold, but that's not a problem because we were wearing like stuff to get in the damn ocean anyway, snorkeling and all that stuff.
It was cold.
We got in the golf cart, drove. We saw sites away there, so Flamingo.
We saw the salt
beach. Salt beach or whatever.
Yeah. You could really access it, but you could just see it.
Yeah, it was like just
from the road.
Mounds and mounds of salt and shit like that.
And it looked pinkish. It made the water around it look pink, which was cool.
Yes. Saw some windmills.
Slave huts.
Oh, slave huts! Yay! That is fucking
which is disturbing.
Yeah, I'm talking. Slave huts, aka
a
doghouse,
which a dog could basically crawl into. But they were for the slaves.
This was housing for slaves when they got brought over. It was
disgusting.
Yeah, miserable. But we got over to the beach where we decided that we were gonna go to begin with, and it was raining. And out of me, wifey, and our friends, I was the only one that decided, you know what? I ain't gonna let this fuck me over. I'm gonna get it some snow.
Because the rest of the refuge are a little bar with a roof, and we had a very strong drink, which was delicious. I can't remember what it was. Was it rum punch? I can't remember.
I don't know. I was more adventurous. Like, I came here to fucking snorkel some fish. I saw a couple. Fish. Did some snorkeling for a while, but it wasn't great. So, overall, Bonaire wasn't the greatest thing.
Kind of a bust.
Yeah, kind of a bust, but could it be something good? Possibly. We just didn't have the best outing there.
Yeah.
But.
Or weather.
All right. Wasn't that it? Aruba, wasn't it? On the day, I played poker. So I got in. Eventually, I ended in third place on one last days. And much went back when I lost in poker. So third place on cruise to be.
Okay.
Yes, Aruba. And we had an excursion set up. There's this little island off the coast of Aruba, and that's what we decided to do. Stay the day there where they had
like breakfast, lunch, drinks.
All that's clear.
Yeah, you could snorkel. You could that banana boat thing.
Oh,
we didn't do that.
The banana boat, but we snorkeled. We sat on the beach in some chairs and just had a great time. And the main reason we went there is because we also did a sea trek.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah.
The pictures on that will show how cool it was. It's pretty much those old school, underwater helmets that you see on like cartoons. The little dude that's diving in some people's aquariums and shit with the big ass helmet
And
and
the
stuff.
tube for the oxygen.
Yes, that's pretty much what we did. Modern version of that.
Yep.
You see all this shit, right there. You ain't gotta have nothing in your mouth like a scuba or nothing because the air's just flowing.
Yep.
And you just
Breathe underwater.
Yeah, you breathe underwater. The helmet weighs you down, so you're just walking on the bottom of the floor. We're like 15.
Ocean,
yeah, the bottom of the ocean. We're about 15 feet down.
15 to 20, yeah.
Yeah, 15, 20 feet down the rail, so you can pull yourself along and all that stuff. And the guy had
Chum
or fish food or whatever the fuck you want to call it. He squirted and all the fucking fish just come flying all over.
And the fish were the best fish we've seen anywhere.
Yeah,
They
so-
were really cool. They were big, sizable, gorgeous, as well as other creatures.
Yeah, they had some sea urchin and sea cucumber.
The sea cucumber, yeah.
Sea cucumber. You listen to the picture. You put it in your hands like this, and you can just feel it. It's just like moving. It's pretty much if you put 3 cans of Jello cranberry sauce together. That's what it.
It was really soft.
And you could feel it's like moving, but you didn't have your eyes or nothing. You know which end was.
No.
And the sea urchin, when you put it in, it sucks to your end and shit.
Yeah.
And then you have to kind of pull it off and stuff. But it was cool. Never done that before. I would definitely recommend it for anybody. If they're going to kind of island that has that, definitely do a sea trek. That was real cool. We got some pictures. Yeah, we got the tiny little picture where they sit us down and have like little bottles.
The props, yeah.
Some props and stuff.
Yeah.
But wifey liked it so much. Oh, we got a good video.
Get a video.
We did.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was $40. You better know where it is.
All right. I thought just pictures. I didn't think there was a video.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, the little flash drive. They give us a flash drive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or pictures or whatever. We bought flash drive.
Which was pictures.
Well,
As far as
pictures
I
or
know.
video or whatever. We bought the extra shit.
Yes.
We
Otherwise,
specified.
we wouldn't have pictures or anything.
That's
Because
true.
we weren't allowed to bring any photography with us.
That's how they get you. But it was worth it. It was cool.
Yeah.
Like she said, it was the best fish that we've seen
Yeah.
up until then.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the fucking funny parts. They take you by like this bus that's underwater and it doesn't have windows or anything in it, but it's just facing like the bus is facing this way. No windows, no doors or anything. But there's like a school of fish in this bus. The school of fish were in this bus. You didn't see any activity. Like they were like going in and out. No.
Nope.
They're just hovering, just parked,
Facing
all
out the
facing
front.
out the front window.
But there's no window there.
But there's no window. But they were inside, none hang out.
No.
They were just all facing one
It
direction.
was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, like what the fuck are
They're
these
moving.
fish? Look?
They're not. They were
No
just,
active. And like you said,
And they weren't going after any of the chum.
no, the dude
was
was
so bizarre.
squirt. Oh, let's see.
Well, it's still recording, correct?
I don't know. Trying to figure it out. All right, hold up for technical difficulties. All right. But anyways, the fish, the fish that would come and eat the stuff that the guide was squirting out, but those fish in the bus,
They didn't give a shit.
they didn't give a shit. They didn't care. It's all
They
facing one
just,
direction.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like they were trapped in there, but there were 0 windows
There was no
in us at all. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
They don't even want the food,
They
which
don't
all
want
the
the-
other fish
yeah.
were swarming for.
That's what, yeah. All kinds. Yeah. It was cool. It was a real cool
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
So that Nauru, and out of the 3 islands, was probably the most loud as well.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. It was
You can do
go experience rest of the island and just kick it. It was cool.
Yeah,
And
it
we saw some nice areas and all that stuff. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
Cool place.
Yeah.
Aruba, nice place. Next place was Curacao. This is where we were gonna be this excursion where we're going to this cave and swim in this cave and all this
the
stuff.
blue pool.
The blue pool or something like that. But we were to the sign for it and not enough people because we don't want to waste our
We're
time.
gonna waste gas to take out to it, to butt us out to it.
Yeah.
But we had an opportunity to see some pretty cool stuff there, so it was disappointing.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that we weren't
And we
able.
had a $40 cab ride to get there
Yes.
to be canceled.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was unfortunate. So once we got back to the boat,
To the dock, yeah.
to the dock, yeah.
Scoped out local orders that people were doing an offering right there off there, and so Yeah, we found a good one.
Yeah, found a good one. Went to the cave, saw some like stalactites,
Some
stalagmites,
bats. Yeah.
bats and shit.
Yeah. Iguanas.
Oh, yep. Saw some fucking iguanas and all that
And
shit.
turtles.
Yeah.
We went to a liqueur distillery that they produced right there on the island and got
it's
to
called
taste it.
Curacao.
Yes.
So they got like a bunch of flavors and shit. I know I've seen it before, but never really paid any attention. Then once we got to the place, like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it just spent like $25. Found a little tour to go to, and that's cool. That was one other spot.
We did it at the mall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we went on the bridge.
Yeah, went on the
bridge, which pretty much overlooked a good portion of the island. So that was a really cool views. And then the last stop was they just dropped you off at the mall area so that you could just walk through that and get back to the ship.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So that was each day. Well, we had the 2 sea days at first. Then each day was a different island. Pretty much spent the whole day there, and then 2 sea day back. So, but this was nice. So, like the boat. This was we've done all our cruises on Norwegian, and this was Norwegian Jade. The boat was magnificent.
Yeah, it was really nice.
The food, the dining, the mess hall is
the cafe.
Cafeteria. There you go. That's a bad name for it. But the cafeteria was nice, open. Yeah. It had each spot had a different theme to it, and it was just cool.
But they had the same theme at different sections, so that not one area was getting bunched up. So it was like, okay, well, here's all this, and then you're gonna have the same selection right here. You're gonna have the section over here, so that it flowed really well. And the food was great, and
not only that, but the entertainment on the boat.
Oh,
the cruise was cool. Richard, and took a picture with him. He was cool. Speaking of the cruise director, we became celebrities on this boat.
That's right. Yeah.
Because we were on the Newlywed Gang.
For 2 reasons.
Well, that was your reason.
Yeah.
We were on the Newlywed Gang. They do like certain entertainment things, and people can volunteer to be on the show or different shows. We volunteered to be on the Newlywed Game. They have a true newlywed, a middle.
It was newlywed, not so newlywed. So yeah.
So an old couple that's been there, been married for like 30 plus years.
Yeah.
New people, middle people. So we were the middle people, middle couple.
Right.
And we
won.
Yeah, we won. Not only won, but we entertained the whole boat because for the people that came to the show, there was about a good number. Yeah. And then they replayed that episode across the boat about times a day.
Oh yeah, on their whatever channel.
On the cruise channel. The cruise channel, they play the show that we were on about 4 times a day. So when we're just walking the boat, they're like, "Oh, you're a couple," and they weren't really saying. What were they saying, babe? What were they saying?
Stretch.
Why?
Because one of the questions asked when you got out of the shower how I would describe your other regions. Stretch limo was the answer, so they called him Stretch. But that wasn't the second reason you were famous.
Oh. Well.
The second reason was because he was also
the Bingo King.
Bingo King, exactly.
So this might be one of our new things to play bingo. So we decided. We went the first day, and the first day of bingo. All the people who put in their ticket and all that stuff that pull out to be the Bingo Queen. Well, I became the Bingo King, and that means we got to play each time that bingo free. Yeah. And could still probably win. Well, that first day as Bingo King, and we're playing these games together, we end up winning one. Yeah. So, not only did we become Bingo King, we won a game. Yeah. So, that was cool as fuck. Yeah. So people were either calling me Bingo King or Stretch because the answers that my wife had said. So that people knew who we were from those things. Yeah. So it was just cool. And
fun. And you also did karaoke almost every single night.
Man, yeah, karaoke. What was it that dude? Dave. There was cool ass motherfucker there. From day one, he was doing some karaoke, do some karaoke. He was a very cool cat. And it's time go there and whatnot. One night, I think it was like Thursday night or something like that. They're like, "Oh, karaoke idol! If you sign up and win, you come the next day and you play and you become or whatever." Right. So I signed up. Ended up being a person to sign up. So I'm like, "Hey, I fucking win!" So next day, I go and they're like, "Oh, you can still sign up to be karaoke idol." Like, what? I thought I was a winner because I signed up yesterday and nobody won. So this is supposed to be the final today. And if there's only one person in the finals, I automatically win, right? No, it's not those, whatever. But I think I got like third place anyway.
Yeah.
Out of like 6.
Yeah.
What? Thought I couldn't sing, huh? I can't. But don't worry about that. It's about the entertainment factor. But I ain't too pissed because the prize was only going to be like a deck of cards, which I had already won because we won the Newlywed game. Correct. So we need more deck of cards. No. I got one in the deck of cards.
You did. We had up 2 somehow.
Yeah. Whatever. But anyways, that was great cruise. The boat wise, the actual stops was cool. Aruba, school. This Bonaire was a little off because of the weather, and
we didn't really. Excursion was just whatever.
What
on Bonaire?
Oh, well, the golf cart thing.
Yeah,
it was all right.
Yeah.
And then I gamble, so you put me on a boat with a casino. I got things to do. I could do things, and there was 4 days, so if you got a little bored, but this was probably the best entertainment they had. You may think just because you're on a boat you can't do too much for entertainment wise. They had this act, the aerial act. There was aerial act that was really cool.
Amazing.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And then the singers. They were like singers. They did a lot of different shows throughout the day.
Yep.
But there was one girl like, why are you not actually doing something better than just singing on a boat? She was pretty good.
Yeah, she was good. The magician was real. No, the comedian.
The comedian was cool. At first, we thought he was gonna be whack, but it ended up being pretty cool.
Yeah.
And seeing him at the airport on the way home.
Yeah.
So just the entertainment, food,
everything was great.
It was cool, man.
Yeah,
just had a good time. Had a great time on the cruise in October. So that's what we did in October. In the middle. What did we do at the end of October? Probably what?
A week later?
Less than a week later. Like 3 days later?
3 days later,
About 3 days later, we got home, all right. 3 days later, we drove our ass up to Vegas.
Yes.
Because, let's gamble and get free rooms up there. And it was Halloween. And we go into the party at Halloween. Oh, they changed it this year. It's usually at the top of the link. But this year, it was poolside at the Flamingo.
Yes.
Not as cool.
It was just too open of an area and spread out for you to
really spread out.
Get to see everyone's costumes and mingle. It was just so spread out.
Yeah.
But
we decided to go as Pimpin' Ho, Dorothy, and Scarecrow.
Yes.
People who knew that eyes and sometimes they're excited. This one, we tried making it happen, and the concept was cool. These Vegas parties that we go to for Halloween have a contest. The scariest.
They have 4 different categories: scariest, best homemade, couple, and funniest.
Yes. Yeah. So there's like 100, 200 people who pretty much prance in front of like 3 or 4 judges and whatnot.
Yep.
They end up write down who they want to be in the final and all that stuff. And those people come back final, and then they judge from those categories who wins.
Yep.
Well, after we prance, we got picked to be top 12. Top 12
out of 200.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's 4 different winners for the categories, and each one of those winners gets $10,000 in casino money.
Yeah.
So
pretty big.
Yeah, pretty big. So
too big.
We
what was a little disappointing is one of the winners, I don't remember how made, won 2 years ago.
Homemade.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was best made. That dude won 2 years ago, so he should. That
it was
costume
a werewolf.
should have been disqualified.
And
from
he's
again.
on like stilts and stuff.
Yeah.
It stills with.
I mean, it's a good
costume, but the motherfucker won 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that sucked. And then I saw the dude, the demon, the devil dude.
Yeah.
He also on stilts hat. It was that fucking cool ass costume.
Won best homemade
Yeah.
instead of the werewolf that had already won prior. But
I just said, man, he should have won. Plus, dude won like 2 years ago. And he's like, what? Oh man.
Yeah.
The funniest was the Chewbacca and R2D2.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty cool idea. Made a R2D2 costume out of a welded open beer keg.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
that was cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but for the couples, which we should have won the couples, we got beat by Shrek and Fiona.
Yeah. And then
Lame. Donkey. Lame.
Yeah.
Shrek and Fiona. Man, this creativity. Pimpin' Ho, Dorothy, Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And then did a little let's get in front of the judges when we presented ourselves. So that's probably how we got to 12, but we didn't win all 10,000. Man, that would have been real cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been real cool, but we didn't win it. Oh well. One other thing I want to say about our Halloween trip is this. Were you not feeling good or something?
I was sick.
Oh, she was sick before the party. So a buddy of mine was in Vegas a couple hours just to cash in a ticket. Sigma Kappa came in, so he was in for a couple hours. So went and met up with him at the Planet Hollywood, and while we were there, saw Larry Holmes. For those of you who don't know who Larry Holmes is an old retired ass boxer. He had a table set up with probably like his manager or something, had like a thing that said, "Come get a picture taken with Larry Holmes, get stuff signed by Larry Holmes." And this was in Planet Hollywood. This was a Saturday. It was a lot of people in the casino.
Halloween weekend, yeah.
It wasn't nobody. There was nobody trying to get a picture or have an autograph with Larry Holmes.
Poor Larry.
It was just sad.
Poor Larry.
It was like, oh. It was sad. I thought I was like, I should just go and like, nah, I'm probably gonna charge like $20 or something. I ain't trying to pay no $20 to get a picture with Larry Holmes. So that didn't happen. And it's kind of pathetic. So just want to let you know. But Pimp and Hoe, Dorothy Scarecrow.
Yeah.
What will we be next year? You'll have to see. Because we win at 10,000. we win at so close. So I win at 10,000, man. All right. So the next trip, that was Halloween. Next trip we took was to Wisconsin. Why Madison, Wisconsin? Joy?
I had to take a class for work, and Epic Systems is located in Madison, Wisconsin. So
What exactly is Epic Systems?
that is electronic health record company. They are our software vendor.
All right. So she was up there for work, and people who know when you travel for work, your work pays for the travel and a hotel.
Yeah.
And you get money for. So I was like, all right, I can work remotely at my job. Plus, I got days off. I can take a day off if need be. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So we went up there and had a decent time. During the day, she would work and all that stuff. Well, she took classes and learned some stuff.
Yep.
And I would be back at the room working. Met up with her like twice.
Yeah.
For lunch.
Yep.
This place is huge.
Yes.
It's like a campus. When you think of like a college campus, like a D1 true college campus, this like what it was. But this wasn't a college. This was.
It's just Epic Systems. Yes.
It was their company. It's a company.
Yeah.
One of the coolest fucking things. We went on a tour of the place.
Well, one of
the buildings.
Well, you don't have time to do them all.
Don't have time to do them all. Why did we choose that one? The building?
I don't know.
Because
it was
Harry Potter theme.
It was the wizards and whatever theme. So
this
and I'm
building,
a geek, I love that stuff.
Yeah, this building this is for grown ass people, adults. But the building was themed for Harry Potter, and there was other buildings themed like Alice in Wonderland.
Every area is a theme. So even within a theme, have a theme. So the place is just insanely creative and awesome and huge. And Epic's at your office rather than a cubicle. There is not one cubicle on campus. There are like, how many did I tell you? 9,000 employees.
Yeah, and I saw 2 people in the office. I saw that.
They can look anywhere. I can work in your office. And their common areas, their conference rooms, everything is a theme. It's insanely awesome. They have fireplaces throughout. You can start a fire in a fireplace and sit there and do your work. It's a very awesome environment. Yeah, it would be so cool to work there.
Most people have their own office.
Yeah, everyone does. Some people share. Yeah, some people share. There's no people in that
right.
campus.
Just fucking own. They know it's when they always have people come in to learn their systems and stuff. So they give you like this printout of whatever building you're gonna go to tour because it's cool as fuck. They give you the sheet of where you should go and what route to take through it. It was pretty cool. It
was cold while we were there, so we did the inside tour, but they also do outside tours. So we could have done that too. However, it was too cold.
Yes, it was cold as fuck, but
it's amazing.
It was huge. It was big, but yeah, once again, it was cool as fuck. Glad we went there. This was Madison, Wisconsin. While we were there, we also went and saw a movie.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We will talk about that when I talk about the movies. I hold the movies.
Yeah.
During this time, we've seen a lot of movies because we got on the AMC pass where you can see the A-list pass. You can see up to three movies a week. It's $20 a month. It's amazing. And we got the bucket where you can refill the popcorn, $5.
Yeah.
So pretty much we sneak in our own pop that we get at the gas station and get a bucket of popcorn.
And sometimes it's free because you earn rewards. So the last time that we went, we didn't even pay for popcorn. We got a huge bucket full of popcorn.
And then we can cheese, our own cheese flavoring. So I have cheese popcorn. Oh man, I don't want some of that shit right now.
It's I kind of want to see a movie.
Supposed to see a movie, but we're deciding to do this for you guys, for you, because I just left you without a strong beat this stuff. Anyways, so Madison, Wisconsin, we saw a movie. I also definitely want to say there was a Taco John's in Madison, Wisconsin. Went there twice. I think there were 4 days.
Yeah.
Made sure I went to Taco John's. For those of you who know, anytime a place that has a Taco John's, I won't fucking eat it. But, unfortunately, probably the worst Taco John's I ever went to because it just greasy motherfucker.
Oh.
Greasy as fuck. But hey, it was the John's, so I like it. But anyways, and the way things work out, like I said, her company pays for her flight. With me, I'm just a visitor going to kick it with. I have to pay for my flight, so I get the cheapest shit. So she was there a day before me, and I left a day after. Even stayed at Howard Johnson, took the cheapest flight. I stayed until a day after Howard Johnson. It was still probably like $500 less than she got.
Yeah.
So I stayed an extra night. Well, the next day, my flight got canceled. Not delayed.
Straight canceled.
And it wasn't because of weather. Frontier, as a matter of fact, just so you know, I called Frontier today because they still ain't sent me my goddamn check.
Oh.
But anyways, Frontier canceled the flight from Madison directly to Phoenix. Come to find out, this was the inaugural flight from Madison to Phoenix. And there was going to be champagne and stuff waiting for, like champagne and cookies waiting for the people to get up there once they got to the gate and all that stuff because they were going to celebrate. But it got canceled due to airplane problems. I shouldn't be pissed off, but the way they treat you ain't good. So the flight got canceled. This is like a 5 p.m. flight. They said you can either wait till the next flight out from us to Phoenix, and it'll be free, plus we're going to give you this $100 voucher. So that was one option. The next flight out, this was on Saturday. The next flight out was Tuesday.
Yeah. Big gap.
Yeah. Oh my God. People were pissed. Or they give you this thing and say, all right, you can rebook the flight, and we'll reimburse you $400. But if people want to go that night, it costs more $400 to buy a plane ticket the same night. So I have to buy a fee first. Only going to reimburse me $400 plus like the $100 that I have to spend on Frontier shit.
Yeah.
But man, it was fucking hell. They gave me this voucher. I rebooked flight and then realized, oh man, I rebooked it for Milwaukee. I'm in Madison. And there was no way I was going to be able to make it. So I was almost stuck and ass out on money. And the next closest flight was one to Tucson, and in the morning.
Yeah.
So it was just fucking crazy. Luckily, the dude that worked for United hooked everything up. He switched my ticket from Milwaukee to Madison, but there was no direct flight, so I had to go to Chicago, go to Phoenix, and I got in late. But damn it, I got home that night. I appreciate it so much. I went online and wrote this note to his company saying how awesome he did and how cool it was that he helped me out. So I just want to say that. I don't usually do shit like that, just so you know, because I tend not to give too many fucks. But that was cool as fuck. So I definitely went out there to tell his company, no, you got a good employee here. Yeah.
Another snafu on that Madison trip is the first time someone lost my luggage.
Oh, yeah. Who did you fly with?
I flew with American, so what happened was my connecting flight, because there's no direct flights from Madison to Phoenix, so
with
my connecting...
American, there is for Frontier.
Well, there was supposed to, but there are none. I mean, you look at any airline, there's no connect, there's no direct.
Yeah, Frontier. Yeah.
Well, now?
Yeah.
Okay, so my flight into Chicago, I kept getting text messages, like 5 different text messages that, oh, your gate changed, your gate changed, your gate changed, your gate changed. I'm like, okay. So my flight landed, I got to the right gate, and then I got home, but my luggage did not. And I think it's because they switched gates so many damn times. They sent my luggage to God nowhere. Yeah. But I got back, so all is well.
When did it get back? Was it Saturday? The next day?
The next day, yeah. They delivered it to the door.
Yeah, and that's cool. You didn't have to go to the airport to pick it up. Yeah. They dropped it off at the door. So that was cool.
Yeah. I was glad that it was on the way home instead of on the way there,
Oh,
so I
man.
wasn't out of clothing and all my toiletries.
Yes.
Needed them.
Yes. And then that was like 17th
It was
ish.
mid-November. It was like the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, mid November. Thanksgiving. Mom's at mom's house. Had some Thanksgiving dinner. My family was over. Had a good time. Watched football and all stuff. Yeah. Football. Once again, let's talk about football real quick. I'm an Arizona Card fan, season ticket holder even. And this is my season tickets. I've missed probably the most get-home games this year I have, which was 3. And usually each year I go to an away game, but I didn't.
Right.
So what? They only won 3 fucking games the whole damn year. So I really don't feel bad. And don't call me a fair weather fan, 'cause I am a fan. I'm hardcore. I watch most of the games, especially when I'm good. I watch the game, but they piss me off. They just piss me off because the attitude of the team just seemed like they didn't give a fuck. They weren't trying. They just suck balls. And that's why their coach got fired. But anyways, I'm still a Cardinals fan. I'm still rocking with them. I'm still going to have my tickets. So, just upset that the Cardinals had a shitty year. And just like the Cubs had a shitty year, I had a shitty year as well for fantasy football. This is going to be the last time I'm going to be able to show it. So, I am champion no more.
No.
I worked hard to get this last year. Won it, had a good time with it. Y'all saw it multiple times. But I had the worst record in the league this year. Just like Cardinals. I had the worst record in the league. So I am no longer champion. So that's unfortunate. But anyways, life goes on. Life goes on. Just like our lives go on.
That's right.
That's right.
There's always next season.
There's always next season.
But
Always.
Bears are doing great. I'm so excited. Great. And shut up.
But anyways, on to the next adventure. So, all right. We have another cruise. We had another cruise. And this time it was at San Juan, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, as people know, cost efficient when I do things. So getting to Puerto Rico isn't cheap, especially when you procrastinate and buy your tickets late. If we would got them early, we could have got good fights for good prices, good times. Plus, it ended 2 days prior to Christmas, so 23rd was the last day. So Christmas time to jack up prices and shit for flights and all that stuff. Yeah. But I had to work magic. Be like, all right, I know wifey a little picky, a little impatient. So flying for 18 hours in a day may not be the best thing, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So what I ended up doing was figuring out what does she like, why can I soothe her a little bit. So, all right, we got a cruise out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. The cruise, we have to get there. But hey, a lot of these places had layovers in Orlando. So, like, what's in Orlando? Why don't you stay in Orlando a couple of days? What? Oh, Universal Studios. Oh, guess what? Like she said, she's a big what?
Harry Potter fan.
Yes. So we flew to Orlando, stayed a few days, and on Saturday, the day before we got to San Juan, we went to Universal Studios where she could go to the
Hogwarts,
the Wizarding World of Harry Potter thing at Universal Studios.
Yes.
So
much fun.
I love me some amusement parks. I like roller coasters. So one thing I wanted to do, I've never been to the Universal Studios. I've been to the Islands of Adventure Orlando a long time ago, but never been to the Universal Studios in Orlando. Been to the Universal Studios in Hollywood a couple times. Not the Universal Studios in Orlando. So, I'm going to put these motherfucking things. So I'll put together a game plan, hey, let's all the ride, and then give you whatever time's left. Give you the time to go do your thing at Harry Potter Land, and plus you get there early as soon as it opens, so you can eat all the lines and shit, because the longer you wait, it'd be like 3-hour wait for one ride shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do all that, so get there early. Go bang. First ride was Transformers. That's cool. Really cool. And then we were able to hit all the rides. We went to the actual ride that was in the Harry Potter. I think it was second or third that we did. Hit that, and then did the rest. And then after we were done with the rides, all right, have at it.
Yay.
So
it was so fun.
Yeah, so they have this whole section just pretty much built like the world of Harry Potter.
Yep.
Got there, got the little map or whatever. Says, oh, you're supposed to get a wand so you can have full experience. She went into the wand shop.
I did.
Looked at it. $60. Fuck that.
It was $50.
It's like $50 for a wand, for a piece of plastic, a wand. She's like, no. Started walking away. I was like, hey, this is the reason we can't get it. You might as well get it. So she ended up getting it. And then
the thing with the wand is they're interactive if you purchase that way. So what that means is there's certain areas throughout that park that you can actually do a spell and make things happen. And it's so fun. So I'm glad I got the wand because it was delightful.
you stand in front of like a window that has like something there, and there's
sensors.
Yes, sensors, and you have to move your wand in a certain
the way of the actual cell.
You move your wand in a certain way, and it makes something do stuff.
Yeah. And it's cool.
So you see all these little kids doing.
There were adults doing it too.
Barely any. Mostly kids. That she was 3 feet taller than most people. So she's waiting in line behind like 5-year-olds or shit. I might be exaggerating. We're very funny. And then she gets up there and does a thing. Then it does stuff. And
but the first one I did.
Oh, you can do it. Oh.
It took forever to get it to go. And then when it finally did, it splashed water at a kid in the face.
Yeah.
Which it didn't do that for anyone else either. So I felt really bad for that kid. He was just like, son.
Yeah. It was like this fountain that had like this fish with his mouth open. Once you do this.
Once you do spell, it makes the water.
Spit out whatever.
Yeah.
And then that so happens when she did it. It goes over her head and hits this little kid right in the fucking face.
Oh.
By the way, it took her a long time to do it. So the helper had come over and like this teenager had just grown. That's when had to do a spell to spit water out of a fountain.
Yep.
Yeah. But she had a good time, so therefore I saw joy in her face, so it was cool with me.
Yeah.
But we had this map and she did all things. There was probably about 20 different spots where you do spells and make umbrella rain. You made
the lights come on.
Lights come on. Shirt, stuff.
Feather starts floating in the air.
You end up. I don't know how.
A skeleton dance.
Yeah, the skeleton. You do spell and.
However you move, the skeleton follows your movement. Yeah. It's really cool.
I don't even know how that should happen.
Yeah.
But. Anyway, that was just a bunch of different things. My cousin said she went to the Hollywood one and did the same thing. Said pretty much the same thing, that like a grown ass one going around doing these spells amongst children. But that's what you want to do. That was cool. She like, what else? But I was happy. It did all the rides. It was cool. It was a nice place. I liked it.
Yeah.
The former ride was cool. The Fat Fish ride was a little lame.
Dude, that was so stupid.
I like the Simpsons one. Well, you said you didn't like it as much. Roller coaster. That was cool. I forgot the name of it. That was cool.
Yeah, that was real fun.
Overall, I like it. You know, I like amusement park. I love me some roller coaster, so I had a good time. The place that we stayed at was pretty cool. We're doing this timeshare type thing, and it was across the street from Fun Spot America.
Fun Spot America. a permanent what do you call those? Circus. Or fair. Yeah, fair, not circus.
Well, it had go-karts. It had an actual roller coaster. I'm talking about the go-kart track was elevated. Like, you go up and down shit.
Yeah.
It looked cool, but...
Yeah, they had the tilt-a-whirl. They had the rides.
Some shit that could have came out of a semi, but like I said, it was
permanent there, yeah.
So we were across the street from that, and Saturday night, oh my God, Saturday night got popping. So we were across the street, less than 50 yards away from shit. So, like I said, half a football field away from this place. I don't know who this Mexican singer was, but he put on a hell of a concert that night, and 15,000 people went to go see the motherfucker. Yeah. And we can get to sleep. We had to get up in the morning so we can catch our flight, but it was coming to the wall.
Rocking.
It was rocking. And I say it was kind of cool because some song, like, don't know what the fuck he was saying. I was like, all right. But shit, it got to a point where like, damn, how long is this concert gonna go?
Right.
But it was still cool. The place that we stayed was cool.
Yeah.
We also seen Machine Gun America. We didn't go to.
There was a line out the door at what time? Before they were even open, a line out the door for people waiting to get in to
America. So I was Friday night prior to going to Universal Studios. We went to Disney Springs shopping area.
Oh, for dinner.
It's dinner. We also saw a movie. But to Raglan Raglan Road Irish Pub. They got dancers, the
Irish band. This dude it looked like a bag, but he wasn't.
Yeah, it was like a weird bagpipe.
Yeah, it was not the normal way you play bagpipe. So I'm not. It sounded like a bagpipe too, but it was strange he was. So I'm not certain, but it was real solid.
It wasn't my type thing. But,
I loved it.
Yeah, but we experienced the worst kid ever at a restaurant.
Children, I would say. There was one worse than most, but they were all pretty bad.
They were all pretty bad,
They were all
but
bad.
if he wasn't
And the parents
there,
sucked.
if he wasn't there, I think there was much better. The little motherfucker's name was Joshy. I remember it. The badass Joshy. He was taking chairs from different tables, pushing around, doing shit. He was all over underneath other people's tables and shit, standing behind people. The waiters are trying to do their thing. He all up in their fucking way.
Yep. It was so bad that, and this rarely happens because people don't like to infringe on the customer. The customer's always right, blah, blah, blah. But even the manager had come over and talked to this table because that's how unruly the kids were. They were hell children.
It was ridiculous. Little badass Joshy, I guess. All right. So, we fly over to San Juan.
Just in the nick of time.
It wasn't in the nick of time. We got there early as a motherfucker and just...
We did it?
Yeah, we did. We got there early.
Oh.
We just, like...
We got on the boat.
We just got on the boat. We had time. It wasn't sailing off till like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but
we
it was
got there like 4.
Yeah, by the time we got everything through, it was like 5 o'clock by the time.
No, man.
Yeah.
That was the fastest we ever got on the boat. We just pretty much walked up on that one. But we got there early and just did nothing. But...
we found out right away how bad the boat was.
Oh, yeah. The reason why we spent a lot of time talking about the other cruise boat because we experienced the worst cruise boat on the Dawn.
The Dawn.
The Norwegian Dawn. If you ever hear anything about the Norwegian Dawn, do not get on it. Eating area was shitty. It was crap. They made you go from a certain line and you pretty much had to go through the line and just wait
But
for
they had a lot of the areas blocked off every day.
Yeah.
And it wasn't open. It didn't flow.
It was horrible.
The food sucked.
The food was terrible. This is our 5th cruise,
Yeah.
all Norwegians, the worst food, and it's pretty
Worst.
much the same shit. But for some reason, the Dawn makes food taste nasty. Don't understand it.
It was not good.
Don't understand it.
The entertainment wasn't good.
The singers were lame as
Yeah.
fuck. The magician was cool, even though I fell asleep on him.
Yeah, he was cool. I did like that performance.
He was cool, but I could tell it was easy to get how the trick was done. It was entertaining.
Yes,
it was entertaining. There was another aerial act. They weren't as good as the Jade, but they're still decent.
I liked them.
They were
I
still
still like
decent.
them. Yeah.
But overall, and the comedian. The comedian was fucking horrible. Yeah, so we didn't even go to his full show. It was just horrible. The bingo was shit. There was barely anybody there. If you won, I think you got like $80 or something. So we didn't even go every day on that one. I didn't do karaoke because it was lame.
The whole boat was off.
It just felt lame. The cruise director, the crew, it felt off.
Yeah, it was very off.
But this 7-day cruise, first day was at sea, and we went to five islands. It was Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, which we learned is Antigua, not Antigua, because there's a U in there. Antigua. St. Thomas, and Tortola.
Yeah.
And that St. Thomas is United States Virgin Islands. Tortola is British Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
All right. So first day at sea. Told you how bad I did at poker on the last boat. First day, I won that tournament. Batch. What? Yes. They should have gave one of these. Told you it was last time, but I just need to prove a point. I won the poker version of these. And what did I win by winning that tournament? I was complaining because I just wanted the money. I wanted the $2,000 worth of money that would have been, but I won another cruise. I won a cruise and an entry to the poker tournament. So we got to figure that out.
Yep.
But I won. And then the next day, I got second and I won some more money. So I was killing on the poker table. On the way home, like in the airport, I heard somebody talking about a guy who won the first day and won the second day. They were talking about me. Didn't know my name or nothing, but you know. What can I say? But anyways, we did a lot of 5 different islands. It was cool.
All of them were cool.
Barbados, we went to the beach.
One of my favorite, but it was still fine.
Barbados?
No.
Oh, Barbados, we went to the beach. We got on
Barbados, the sand is so incredibly soft. It's amazing.
We went to this like resort type thing that was like a $10 cab ride from the dock or whatever.
Yeah.
And we went on, got chairs, umbrella, and all that stuff. You ate there. I was really hungry, but we went to go see some turtles. That's what we tried doing. But there was didn't see no turtles. We didn't see no turtles.
No.
See turtles.
Well, the boat took us out to an area where there were literally 1,000 fucking
Oh
turtles.
yeah.
And so there were just too many people that are being assholes. You know, not respecting nature. They scared them away basically. And so the people that were chartering the boat for our excursion kept saying, you know, there's too many people. I'm like, you fucking live here. You charter this shit. Take us to another fucking area. I'm sure we'd see one somewhere else.
But that didn't quite happen.
That didn't work.
We didn't see any turtles.
Nah.
So later, she was like, ooh, banana boat, let's go on banana boat. But nobody else wanted to do the banana boat, and you need at least like more people.
Yeah.
So it was like, do you want to do this other thing? It's kind of like tubing, but you're in this like
You're in an upright position like a chair.
inflatable out type thing, and drag you around like you're a tube, and that was cool.
It was really fun.
It was cool. So we did that. Yeah. Next day we went to St. Lucia. We did a tour, and it had
it was like an all day, and that was a really mountainous.
Oh, very mountainous.
So it was. We saw a banana plantation.
Oh yeah.
And we got to have a fresh banana, and it was really interesting to learn that a banana tree only produces one crop of bananas. That's it. So you have to chop it down.
Yeah, never
knew that. So yeah, we got and all along the way we had different food tastings and rum punch. And what was the rum that we had? Some spiced rum that they made there, which was amazing. They would give little shots of that.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yeah, the rum punch, and then like the actual alcohol. You either had rum punch, you have shot as alcohol, and it was just very smooth.
Oh,
it was like
so
twigs
good.
and shit in or whatever.
Yeah, it was really funky looking, but it was
delicious.
Really good. Yeah.
What else? Where else did we stop on the tour? There was all kinds of like.
Yeah, we did stop several places.
I can't remember.
I can't either. The banana place stood out. I can't remember.
Maybe too much rum punch.
Yeah.
We stopped and had some like food, different places.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
It was a pretty long day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good portion of our day. There was really no time to do anything.
Waterfall. We went to a waterfall.
Oh, and the mud bath.
Oh.
Which ended up not being mud.
So yeah, went to a mud bath. It's just like one of their tourist attractions where a lot.
It was supposed to be the sulfur
from the mountains,
from the volcano, trickling down, and just hit the bath and like rub it on your skin, and it's whatever, and so swarms over there.
There was hundreds of people there.
When you think about a hot spring, it's gonna stink.
Yeah,
like sulfur, like rottenness. It really, it had a smell, but it wasn't as horrible as I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come to find out that there's only so much of the cement that you can get, and it's like super early in the morning and done for the day. Like, you're done. So what these people have done is they've taken flour and they've mixed it with water, and that's what you're rubbing on your body, basically.
So people are taking mud baths, just regular
fucking
flour and whatnot. So there's some like residue of sulfur here and there, but for the most part, since there's hundreds of people, it's just the flour.
Yeah.
So did that. After that, we went to a waterfall.
Yeah.
Was it too cold for you?
Yeah, it was too cold.
But I'm on vacation. I really didn't want to do the mud bath, but I'm on vacation. I'm trying to experience this shit. So I did that. So I was like, I'm paying for this money for this shit. So I went into the waterfall. It was cold, motherfucker. All right, we're going in the waterfall. And we're done. Yeah. But yeah. So the tour of school was all day. We fest, we just drank, stopped for like picture taking, stopped to buy stuff. Yeah. It was a cool day, and that was St. Lucia. Had a good time. All right, the next day we went to Antigua, and we went to another beach. Yep. She loved this beach because of the
butterflies.
There was
thousands and thousands just everywhere, zipping by your face. I've never seen so many butterflies. It was so cool.
Yeah, so
nice beach.
It was cool. The people were cool.
Good drinks.
Good drinks.
Yeah.
She ended up doing one of the things. I'm like, oh, you seriously gonna do that? And that is, she got her braids. She got her braids like Monica and Friends and shit.
No, Monica had the full braids all the way through. I just did halfway up to here. And the rest of my hair was like that.
Close enough.
Yeah.
For those of you who know that reference, close enough. So she got her braids. What else? At Luann, she the one that did your braids.
Yes.
We pretty much got.
And
she was cool as motherfucker.
Yeah, she was cool. Got
a magnet from her.
We got a magnet. You got a necklace. Yeah. And I got like a ankle thing for her. And then she did my braids.
Did braids, and she was just cool.
Yeah, she was cool.
She was cool people.
Yeah.
And what was the name of the taxi driver?
Terry. Terry's cool.
On the way to the beach, he was just everything.
Very informative, very friendly. I mean, like
very cool.
Yeah.
And
he was back up.
Some goat and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
St. Thomas was the next day.
That's like my least favorite stop.
Oh, we did this excursion kayaking. The kayaking. It was out in kayaking and snorkeling. We kayaked for a ways and
through the mangroves.
Yeah, the kayak, but the snorkeling wasn't that great.
Ideal.
Because we were against a current, like from the ocean into like a cove or whatever, and it was just hard to stuff. Didn't see too many.
You didn't see a lot of stuff because it was choppy.
Yeah, but we did see a pufferfish. That was cool.
Yeah,
like big ass one. Yeah, pufferfish.
Barracuda.
I
never saw barracuda before.
Octopus.
Yep.
Barely, but we saw octopus.
Yep.
But probably the coolest thing from that was the hermit crab parade.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what happened was we got back to where we had docked our kayaks, and right around the corner, and I don't think she was expecting this either. What happened was, this is an area that they have hermit crabs. They're cool, whatever. But there was a picnic table around the corner, and people were eating, and they can smell the food. And so it was, you can me warm of all these hermit crabs going to that picnic table.
Yeah. About this big.
It varies sizes.
But yeah, that's how
everywhere.
Big hermit crabs are. About yay big, you know. Some were trying to climb up the table, but hermit crab ain't.
Yeah, that
claws or they can do but
they do have claws. But where? Yes, you did pick one up.
Yeah,
of course they have claws.
The legs.
Oh, they're claws, babe. They're claws.
Oh.
And it crab.
They won't hurt you.
They're not gonna hurt you. I mean, I'm sure they could pinch you, but they're not malicious. They smelled that food and they were after it. It was crazy.
Yeah, I got a video. If I can put it on, I'll put the video on.
Yeah.
So that overall, she didn't like it.
Yeah.
But afterwards, we got back and baby fell in love. A place called Rancho, and
we wanted authentic, like Caribbean food, and everywhere we saw on the island was like, oh, hamburgers, hot dogs, and like, what the hell, chicken, and like, what's a good place to go to? They pointed us in this direction. We took a little walk over to this restaurant and looked over the menu. We decided pretty quickly what we wanted. It took a while to get.
What did I get?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But it was.
What I got was the seafood pasta. And now, mind you, they offer this stuff in the United States as well. But that's what I wanted some fresh seafood. We were on an island surrounded by seafood.
I did something about seafood.
It took a while to get the food, but this was the best seafood pasta I've ever had. Yeah. So not long ago, we saw a movie, and right before the movie, we went to dinner, and I had seafood pasta at the Italian restaurant.
Downtown Phoenix.
Okay. It was very good, but they had little tiny baby pieces of crab. They had some mussels. They had some calamari. Mostly, right? With Rancho Latino. Order pasta from Rancho Latino. You can't take a mouthful of food without getting seafood.
It was a lot of meat.
It was amazing, and they did not skimp. They had, and in the menu it said they had 4 different things.
Yeah, it was like 6.
There were like 6 to 8 things.
You know, she's trying to get her money's worth. It was a big helping as well.
It was
huge. I think I had like
you had an appetizer.
Shrimp or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I finished my stuff and told her to finish hers. I helped her with leftover, but so much I was just picking out meat because there was so much I was going to be able to eat all of the rest of her stuff.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It was delicious. It was incredible. So worth it. So if you're ever in St. Thomas, check out Rancho Latino. It's worth it.
Do you write your Yelp review?
No, not yet.
She said, that's what, never heard her say this shit before. It's like, I'm going to write a review.
It was amazing.
Like, okay. I guess that's what I do. So that was St. Thomas, which is the United States Virgin Islands.
Yes.
Next day, we went to Tortola, which is a British still tour was lame, and then they dropped us off at the beach.
Yeah.
Which was all right. But
The beach in Tortola, normally you see like little lizards or what have you. No, these are chickens.
There was roosters
And hens. Yeah. Chickens.
Just walking around the beach.
The beach. Waiting for your food like a pigeon.
Yeah. That was cool, but Tortola wasn't anything special. Saw some decent houses. Saw a lot of decent houses in St. Thomas, but saw some decent houses. A lot of people with a lot of money going by these mansions, man. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
That was the last place. After the cruise, we got back to San Juan, went to the mall because we wanted to see
we had time to kill before our flight. So
we went to the mall in San Juan and went to see a movie.
Yep.
And then we took a while to get back. Got back at 1 a.m. in the morning.
2:30 in the morning by the time we got home.
About to get home 2:30
in the morning.
All right. And like I said, we went and saw a movie in San Juan.
Yes, we did.
And that's not the only time we've seen movies. So we're going to go down the movies that we've seen since I've been on the air.
Okay.
I can't remember if we talked about White Boy Rick or not.
I don't remember.
I can't remember, but we saw White Boy Rick back in October. What did you think of that movie?
I liked it.
It was a good story.
I was really shocked at the story. And I mean, it was gripping. I was always, interested in the scene. I was really, come, let's go. That kid did really well.
Yeah, and this was his first time, first acting gig, and he got to act with Matthew McConaughey about a little white teenage dude that was like a drug kingpin. Was it Detroit or something?
It was Detroit.
Somewhere, and then he ended up he like playing both sides because he got busted by the feds, so he was working for the feds, and then they used him as a scapegoat, and it was just bullshit.
It was crazy.
It's cool. So by now it should be on some kind of streaming device, so check it out.
Yeah.
We also saw The Nutcracker and the Four Realms.
Yeah.
This had Morgan Freeman in it.
I had higher expectations for that movie than what it was. It was still okay.
Visually, it was appealing. The story was pretty childish and a little lame. Yeah. But if you miss it, oh well.
I mean, it could have been a movie that you waited for to see at home.
Yes.
Is basically what I would say.
Yes.
I mean, I would still see it, just I wouldn't rush out.
Yeah.
And now you can't anyway.
Exactly. Next, we saw Tyler Perry's Nobody's Fool with Tiffany Haddish. It wasn't that good. Yeah. There was certain parts that was cool, but sometimes you gotta hold back. It doesn't have to be so dramatic. Some Tiffany Haddish's parts were a little too dramatic.
Everything she's in, she's just luscious.
I wasn't that grip. She was out there, but it wasn't as bad as this. That one should be the comic relief. The one they were like, do what did in that movie, but more. Like, all right, that was a little too much. Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to watch Night School to see how she is.
It's a little calmer, I think.
I don't know. I'd be interested to compare.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. One of these days.
Yeah.
But we saw that. Not that great. Yeah. While we were in Madison, we saw
The Crimes of Grindelwald. Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, the second Fantastic Beasts.
Yes. I loved it.
I fell asleep.
George fell asleep. The ending, oh my gosh. I can't wait for the next one now because I'm wondering what the fuck's going to happen. But, like I said, I'm a geek, and that's my thing, and I loved it.
I fell asleep on the first one and had to rewatch that, so I fell asleep in theaters on this one. I'm going to have to rewatch it. It's just not my thing. I still haven't seen all the Harry Potters. It's just not my thing. And I ain't trying to say, they're kid movies, because I watch other comic book movies. I watch kid shit. I throw on SpongeBob and watch that shit sitting around the house. I don't give a fuck. But it's just what Harry Potter and this stuff, it ain't my thing. So, we saw Robin Hood. What'd you think?
I'm easily entertained, so it wasn't the absolute worst.
No, it wasn't the worst. It had good points, but it definitely, I had high hopes and thought it was going to be better, and it just came short of that.
I mean, there was a scene right in the beginning of the movie, and I was like, this is pretty out there. Like, she's cheesy. What? I don't want to give it away. Oh, okay. But, I mean, even for me, who's not that picky, and I was like, really? That's
cheese ball?
Yeah, like, that's not even.
Balls. That's what she said. Oh, cheese balls.
No, I didn't.
Next we saw Creed 2.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
While we were in Madison, neither of us had seen Creed, but Creed 2 is coming out, so we bought it on like Amazon streaming or whatever.
Right.
And watched it, and like Creed 1. Mm-hmm. Creed 2, I saw the previews and saw that it was supposed to be against Ivan Drago's kid, because Ivan Drago killed Creed's dad. So I was like, oh, come on, man, whatever, I wanted to see the movie. somehow they got me.
Yeah.
They got me.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was
it was cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Then one of the most surprising ones, in a good way, I'll say, the surprising in a good way was Widows.
Yes.
That if you like action, that's got
Suspense.
action, suspense. It's got twists, turns, and she found a dog she wanted.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What kind?
It's a West Highland Terrier. Olivia is the star of the movie. Oh my God.
No, ain't the star.
So
but
amazing.
She looked up the name of the dog actor.
It's Olivia. And Olivia was also the dog in Game Night. Yes.
No,
Olivia.
one other one, but I can't remember.
Oh, I
It was
don't remember.
Game Night and something else.
Anyway, she's quite the little star, and she's a freaking doll. And so that is my next dog.
But anyways, the movie was great.
The movie was really good.
Yeah, and I went in thinking, all right, that's very impressive. Next was Ralph Breaks the Internet. She hasn't seen Ralph to begin it. I've seen Wreck-It Ralph, and yeah, we just going to the movie anyway and thought this was cool. I enjoyed it.
It was good.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't see the first one. I don't think they're connected anyway, but it was good.
A little connected.
Well, I
being
mean,
the
same characters, but not same story. So I liked it.
All right. Then on our anniversary,
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
12/12, on our anniversary, we went and had dinner. Appetizers. And then we was gonna go catch a movie.
Because it was like day before we were gonna be leaving for our cruise.
Yeah.
And I was enticed because I love Deadpool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Deadpool, the movies.
And they came out with a Deadpool Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Deadpool was the
Once
name
Upon
of
a
the movie.
Deadpool, yes.
So I was like, what? It's probably gonna be something foolish or whatever with Deadpool, some kind of quick story. Yeah, there was not that much advertising.
No.
So I'm thinking.
And in fact, you can usually see like on the AMC app like a little summary synopsis of what the movie is. This one just said, like, we give zero fucks something, and I was like, well, that doesn't tell you shit.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it was gonna be a low budget because anybody could put on a full bodysuit. It didn't have to be Ryan Reynolds, so it could have just been a story, cheesy story.
But it was Ryan Reynolds.
But
And it was.
you don't know.
It
You
was.
don't know.
Anyway.
She don't know. Anyways, we got to the movie.
I have never in my entire life walked out of theater before the movie ended.
I'm still hearing about it.
Let me tell you what kind of shit show that movie was.
And we'll give spoilers this one.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Do not watch it. It is
In Deadpool 2, this is what you can see. Pretty much, they start off with French Savage Pool. So it'll be Deadpool. So it was like, it wasn't just like I said in Orlando. We went to the movie when we got the food that was really interrupted by Joshy. We saw a movie. She was upset about Deadpool. I was upset about Mortal Engines. This movie fucking sucked. The special effects was shit. The story was stupid. Some of the reviews were like, I'll give it a chance. I didn't have high expectations, but sometimes you get tricked, just like Wells. Sometimes, all right, I'm glad I saw it, whatever. Or, oh shit, it's way better than I thought. This movie sucked. It was stupid. It was boring. It was like ridiculous. Like, why? What are you doing? What the fuck? Mortal Engines. What'd you think?
I was entertained. I didn't bash it like that, but
It was fucking balls.
another one where I would say, wait till it's at home.
Wait till it's at home and make sure you turn from it if it's on TNT or some shit. Don't watch that shit. Don't give it any kind of ratings. It was fucking horrible. Then like we went on the cruise, and when we got off the cruise, went and saw a movie in Puerto Rico, and that movie was Aquaman. Good movie. She's a fan of Ryan Reynolds. She's a fan of Jason Momoa, so she was overly pleased with Aquaman.
I mean, but obviously the storyline was great.
Yeah,
it was a good visual. Like the effects,
Special effects
were great. I love the movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I was a little hesitant to see how they're gonna pull off it being underwater with, being that the actors aren't really underwater. How are they gonna pull it off? They actually did a good job. And, like, the visuals were real nice. The stories was cool. There were some things that was like way too much, but overall it was a good story. It was definitely better than Justice League. It was up there with Wonder Woman. So DC actually had a good one this time. Usually DC isn't that great. That one, they did a very good job.
It was really
on
good. Yeah.
The next one we saw was Bumblebee. When it comes to Transformer movies, G.I. Joe movies, I've been absolutely upset. But one of the trailers for Bumblebee was like, oh shit, I think they might get right this time. So we went, ended up upset me again, disappointed me again. And it wasn't like it was a horrible movie. They just couldn't get all of the things right. I'm a fan of Transformers. So I know, like, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's bullshit. So I have that mindset. But there was still things that was better than the previous Transformers. But overall, disappointing. But overall, it's a decent movie.
Yeah.
If you can follow me on that.
I liked it.
You liked it.
I did like it.
All right.
And you shouldn't even mention this one.
No.
Because we didn't go to the theater to see it, and it's lame.
Yeah, well, I ain't got stop going too far.
Okay.
The last movie in theaters that we went to see, as of yet, is Bohemian Rhapsody. This is the story about Queen, the rock band Queen.
Yeah.
You know, we are the champions, my friends. That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
Learned some things. And then, dude, have you gone back and looked at actual pictures of the band?
No.
They did well on the casting and all that stuff.
I know that they had talked. I had seen articles that applauded the directors for the cast.
So the story was cool.
But it was a really good movie.
Yeah, the story was cool. Good movie. The lead dude should be up for an Oscar or some kind of award. He did very well.
Fantastic.
Very well. So that is a good movie. And the throw she told me not to, but I'm going to do it anyway, was a movie I saw advertised, I think it was on Instagram, called Puka. I was like, I knew it was weird, so I was like, we had gotten the food. When we were ready to go sit down, I was like, hey, babe, let's watch this movie real quick. I saw it, just I throw it in there, got to a point, I was like, all right, whatever. I tricked her. And what do you think about the movie? It's called Puka. It's a Hulu original. What do you think about it?
Dumb. I did not like it.
I'll
say that about all. It was entertaining. I hated this movie.
I respected the artistic concept. Their execution just wasn't that great. It could have been definitely better. Horrible.
Yes.
Like, horrible.
It was.
But for anybody who's watching this, let me know what you think. But that is what we've been up to since the last show. And that's why this is its own show. We ain't talking about all the bullshit Trump's done. We ain't talking about all the people who's been dying, who's been killing who's been doing this and that around the world and the United States and around the city or whatnot. That's going to be coming up in the next shows because it's still a mad week. But this was our life since the last mad week. And I am George Cortright, and this is